Hello guys, hope everybody's having a great Saturday. I am standing here in my very overgrown porch garden and I have a project today. So as you can see, my pathway is overgrown. It had some gravel that I put down, my son brought home from one of his landscaping projects, and it worked great last year. But the grass has all come up through it and it's just a mess, and I haven't put enough focus on this garden. I also have a corner back here behind you guys that is dead space, and I'm going to turn that into a garden bed. So that is my plan for today. Plus I'm going to go through these beds and just rip out everything that's dead and done for the year and go ahead and start reseeding things. So, and of course I'm not going to touch my sunflowers. I love my sunnies. And these right here, those are marshmallow. I use the roots. I'll harvest that and use it medicinally. It's really good for your stomach. So those aren't going anywhere. But I just have stuff I need to clean up. So we're going to get busy. I did go and pick up 1.5 yards of pea gravel, and I hope that's going to be enough. I have my reservations. I don't think it quite will, but it's here, and that's going to get me started. So I'm going to go ahead and get things prepared. I got to go get a razor knife. I have a lot of cardboard here, and then we will get started on this. I'm just looking at my pumpkin plant, my singular pumpkin plant that made it, and it had a pumpkin on it, and the squash bugs, they've devastated it. So the pumpkin is turning ripe as we speak, but it's all right because we have some time, and I'm going to do a fall succession of squash. So you guys are going to have to come with me along the journey to see if it works out. I might not have enough time, but we're going to give it a try and see what happens. This whole thing is an experiment. And so if we can learn from my mistakes, we're good. So let me go ahead and get everything prepared, and I'll be back with you guys.
Today's video is sponsored by GrubTerra. GrubTerra is a high quality and environmentally friendly food for poultry and pets. GrubTerra is a company that focuses on creating a sustainable feed source for livestock and pets while also helping to reduce landfill waste. Their black soldier fly larva is sourced from the USA, Canada, Costa Rica, and Indonesia. All the farms source their food waste from local breweries, supermarkets, farm markets, and large agricultural farms. They operate out of New Jersey, where they spend every day focusing on how to make the world healthier for every product they sell. GrubTerra is committed to creating a high-quality product. Their black soldier fly larva has 75% more calcium than the mealworms for stronger eggs and faster feather growth. Their larva is farm-raised in the USA, Canada, Indonesia, and Costa Rica, supporting small farms around the world. GrubTerra upcycles local food waste, reducing the landfill impact and cutting methane emissions for a greener world. GrubTerra is also pure. There are no additives and no preservatives. GrubTerra recycles 20 pounds of food waste per 1 pound of chicken feed. So far, 6,872,380 plus pounds of food waste has been recycled. Another thing that I really love about GrubTerra is they really are proud to be an American-run company. GrubTerra reached out to me after one of my most impactful videos and offered to send me a 1 pound bag of their chicken treats, which are made from black fly larvae. Now, I won't be able to speak to the stronger eggshells and the healthier feathers right now, but I definitely plan to continue to use them because we have chickens going through molt right now, and the stresses of a hot, dry summer really do affect your egg quality. So I'm really looking forward to trying this product out over a long term to make sure that my chickens really have the best nutrition that they could possibly have, and it's also natural. So while we do free range our birds, adding in black fly larvae is a very natural source of protein and calcium for them. It would be something that they would go find on their own out in the wild. So I'm really looking forward to continuing to include GrubTerra in my daily meal plan for my chickens because I love them and I want what's best for them.
All right, guys, I thought I would pop on here and show you the progress.
Hi.
So Harley and Jeff came out to give me a hand. I put down cardboard, and then Jeff was shoveling the pea gravel into the wheelbarrow, and Harley was shipping it over to me. And so far, this is what we have. Also, I'm going to turn you around and show you. This will be the new bed area here. It's a little wavy. It's fine. We don't go for perfection here. But what we did decide to do is, since we have the rain collection system, and this downspout here on this L-shaped part of our house already goes to the holding tank over there. But this main part of our house here is not attached. So he's saying he's going to grab this gutter here, put a downspout down the corner, and then come across and put a T in here. That would give us a whole lot more rainwater when it rains. So that kind of puts a hold on what I'm doing, because I didn't want to put any more pea gravel coming in the gate that we're using until I fill this with dirt, and I can't fill this with dirt until he adds that pipe. So that kind of puts a hold on this project, but I love the way it's turning out. It looks so much better.
We got watermelon.
Yeah, we had to pick our watermelons that we had because the plant was starting to die, I think largely because of the squash bugs. So we picked those watermelons, and even though I didn't think they were going to be ripe, my goodness,
They are delicious.
they are fantastic. They're the blacktail watermelons is what they were. I did grow Klondike blue stripe, but we didn't get any of those because of the squash bugs. The blacktail mountain watermelon, yum. They are really delicious.
The white part's good.
Yeah, all of it is fantastic, and the most juice I've ever seen out of a watermelon. They were wonderful. So that was a success, and we're happy about that. I'll be sad to pull out the plants because I think they probably would have kept producing, but the squash bugs. So that's what I've learned more than anything else. If you want to grow organically and you want to grow things like watermelons and squash and everything, I don't care what organic pesticide you use on it, it's not going to get rid of them. We even tried using pure mint. Harley used mint, and she hit it with the, bruised it with the mortar and pestle, and then she added boiling water and then let it cool, and then we sprayed it with that, so it was like pure mint. It knocked the bugs off for a day, and then they come right back. So no matter what you use organically, I think the way to beat the squash bugs is just a constant succession of new plants going in the ground. So rather than doing 10 plants all at once, do 2, and then 2, and then 2, and then 2, and then just keep it going, because I think that's about the only way you're going to get watermelon and squash an entire season. At least where I live, which is in Western Pennsylvania, mid-Western Pennsylvania. So bugs are just a nightmare. However, this garden is turning out fantastic. Now there's an area over here that I'm contemplating what to do with. And it's funny because my aunt and uncle just asked me if I wanted boxes. So David and Linda, if you're watching this, hi. I didn't want the boxes, but then all of a sudden Jeff was like, do you want some pea gravel today? And I was like, sure. So here we are, but it's good. I have boxes. Jeff keeps his water heater and toilet boxes, and so I have boxes. But anyways, this area right here, I didn't do anything with this year. But I'm thinking I'd like to do something here. I don't know if I want to do a raised bed or if I just want to do, the potted plants and maybe a bird bath or a water fountain or something in this little area here. Obviously, a water fountain is probably a poor idea since we are short on water and it has to constantly recycle the water. But I'm thinking a bird bath would be super cute.
Well, if you get a fountain that is constantly, when it goes down the bottom, just comes right back up.
Yeah, but it eventually splashes out and it evaporates and everything, and then the pump would burn up if I didn't catch it in time, and that just seems like an extra thing I don't need to worry about right now. And I really want a fountain in something I'm going to call my permanent garden. Do you know what I'm saying, Harley? So if this isn't my permanent garden, then I don't really think I want to invest in my beautiful fountain that I want. I have these grand dreams of a beautiful English garden or a French garden that's just lush and vibrant with, beautiful flowers and fountains and hedges, and that I have that in my head. So I want to save my fountain for when I have that, if that makes any sense whatsoever. So anyhow, this is where I'm at. I'm just trying to figure out what to do with this space because I don't want to just fill it with pea gravel and have a dead area. It makes zero sense to me. But this might be a nice area to put like a green stalk, a bird bath, get my pots nice. Yeah, I could put a little chairing table over here for sure. So maybe that's what I'll do with this area. I always, you know, Jess with Roots and Refuge is a big proponent of having chairs and stuff, seating areas in her garden because she, you know, just loves being able to pull up a spot in a little corner in the garden. And I feel like the same way. I feel like that's what I want. I want these little nooks in every garden that you can just sit. Not that I ever just sit, because when I'm in the garden, I'm working. But it's nice for other people to sit. All right, we're gonna go see if Jeff's gonna get these fittings so I can finish this. If not, I'm gonna work on another project. So I'll catch up with you in a minute. Alright guys, so as you can see, I'm using the mini skid and I'm starting to fill up this garden bed. Jeff put the pipe in, but I have to check it for level. He said level's okay, so I'll go ahead and make it level. So I'll have to bed it in a little bit with the dirt that I'm bringing up. So I will show you what I mean. Okay, so of course I'm just using the manure from the manure pile, which is mostly broken down by now. Mostly dirt. There's a little bit of hay matter in there. Right. Just going to. What you doing, guys?
Where's he at?
Over by his truck.
Oh, where's he here?
Just gonna put this under the pipe.
Bruce actually fit?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah. Fit like a charm. So bedding in the pipe just means you put the dirt under it, pack it in there real good, so that it holds it where it needs to be. And we'll check for level. All right, well, I used the level and I actually have fall, which is just fine. That'll be a good thing in the future. So having fall just means that the pipe is at a little bit of a slope, which you can see is evidenced by the house. It's just the way I shimmed it. Back here at the block, I used a piece of concrete I found here, and it just so happened to give it about a quarter of a bubble of fall, which, I mean, if you were putting down downspouts or whatever, that's about what you want. So this works out. Now I can just fill this up with dirt and it'll be ready to plant. Guys, I don't know if you remember what it looked like before, but here's what it looks like now.
Pea gravel.
I'm not done. I still have a lot to do, but this is where I'm going to leave
Hi,
it for
guys.
tonight. So I'll turn you guys around and show you. Okay, so we have a nice path here. And this will go this way, but I need to tuck more cardboard so it goes between these beds here, which all needs weeded. My watermelons we picked from there today, so I need to pull all that out, except there's a couple volunteer tomato plants there. And I don't know, maybe. This is going to come out when the pumpkin's done, but my basil's gone to blossom, which is fine. It still tastes really good. That's cinnamon basil there. But we'll weed this out and get some stuff planted here. And this is a squash plant that needs to go. I had left a couple. Those remains can be taken out. I already direct sowed some beans and sweet peas here along the sunflowers, which they can stay. They're not going anywhere. But how cool is that sunset through the sunflowers? That's a cool picture. Anyway. Huh? Yes.
Okay, you want to try the giant?
So we came over here and I'm gonna use vinegar to kill this weed here. So that'll be good. I'll just spray around here with straight vinegar and that should do pretty well to get rid of those. And here's the new garden bed, and this is all compost. We made this all here. This is like a year old, maybe 2 in some spots. Yeah, it's beautiful. It's loose and really, really nice. So we'll plant some stuff in here, and you can see the pipe, the 4-inch pipe. See, I shimmed it. It has fall. It goes to this T here, and that'll go to the holding tank. So that'll make a big difference. So this is the new bed. And then this walkway will go straight out there, and then it goes this way where I have to finish. So we'll do that all tomorrow. This wild and wonderful patch right here is borage and nasturtiums and cinnamon basil and weeds. Not too many weeds because the nasturtiums and the borage really choke it out, but I love the nasturtiums so much. So I love this area. But this fall, once this all dies back, I'll come in here and I'll put the blocks along and then just top it off with soil so it'll all match this new bed that I put in here. So you kind of get a gist for how this all looks, and it's wonderful. This will get pea gravel here as well. This is, so we can access this bed from both sides. So yeah, this garden is coming together. Let me know what you think we ought to put over here between these two planters. I'm thinking a bird bath would be nice and a little bench maybe. Let me know what you think. Oh yeah, these are some of the watermelons we grew, huh, Chase?
Yep.
We're pretty happy about that, even though I think they could have got a little bigger. They're so delicious. These are the...
Luke Klondike?
No, these are the Blacktail Mountain. Yeah,
I'm trying to see if it's ripe.
Yeah, it sounds kind of hollow.
Yeah.
Probably ripe. We'll eat that later.
It's small.
It has a field spot?
Yep.
Little one. Yeah, there it is. All right, that's the trick to getting a sweet watermelon, is finding that field spot. All right, guys, that's going to do it for this video. I have another video that I'm going to make after this, but I hope you enjoyed this one. And tomorrow we'll do part 2 of this garden path makeover. I am really happy with how it's turning out. It went from this to that. Yeah. And so really, really happy. And he's just happy with his watermelon. So we hope you guys had a great day. We'll see you in the next video.
Bye.
Bye.